As a believer, you can listen to unbelievers. If you're in trading school and you have a professor that teaches you the skills of trade, you listen to him and you learn from him. He may be a pagan, he may be into astrology and all of that, but that's not relevant when it comes to you learning from him how to trade in the stock market or whatever. If someone's a car mechanic and your car broke down, you go to a car mechanic to fix it for you. He may be an atheist or he may be a Baphomet Kotler, I don't know, doesn't matter at that point. When it comes to the knowledge that you get in that educational institution, or when it comes to your car being fixed, the rest doesn't really matter. As long as you don't extend it beyond that interaction and become yoked with them. So, if you have scholars out there who've done research and they publish the research, as a believer, you can look into it because they do have valuable information to offer. Just do not follow the spiritual path of the individual if they're not in agreement with Christ. So, there's this black scholar from the United States. I've spoken about him before, Dr. Umar Rashad Abdullah Johnson. He's also known as just Umar Johnson. He's a very controversial figure. Maybe we'll call him a scam artist, all of that. I'm not going into all the drama surrounding that figure. There was one interview in which he spoke about religion and black people. And he said the following. I'm going to paraphrase now. He said, I'm not against black folks being religious, but I do have a problem in religion being used to keep us down. And he gave an example. If you have a religion that tells you that you have to die to go to heaven, while all the other ethnicities have their heaven right now, and often it's at your expense, then that's religion I don't need. And he was referring to those black churches in the United States that exploit the public, which is black also, and those black churches don't address the institutionalized racism against black folks in the United States. They don't address it. So, instead of dealing with the real thing that's afflicting black folks, which is white supremacy, those black churches tell black folks to be polite victims, to suck it up because after they die, they will go to heaven. But in the United States of America, you have migrants from the Middle East, from Europe, from Asia, from Latin America, coming all over, and they get opportunities much quicker than Afro-Americans. Due to institutionalized racism, Afro-Americans are often sabotaged by American society in being, I won't say self-reliant, but in being autonomous when it comes to economics. And those black churches enable that. So, what this black scholar, Dr. Umar Abdullah Johnson, was saying is actually correct. Now, I don't agree with this paganism, with those African deities that he is worshipping. I'm not into that, absolutely not, let's that be clear. But that what he said is absolutely correct. And there are more things he's saying about black folks that are beneficial, but I prefer if it would be believing scholars mentioning those things. But anyway, he's a black pagan, but at least he tells black folks things they need to hear. Now this video is not that much about black folks, but I'm using it as an example. If you belong to a group that's being scapegoated, that's being trashed upon, a group that is being victimized over and over again, and then you have people coming with a philosophy that tells you that you need to embrace being victimized while your victimizers and all those enablers are having a good time, I'm sorry, but you should reject that philosophy. Whether it's a religion, whether it's a political party, or whether it's some new age movement, whatever it is that tells you that you need to allow yourself to be victimized so that perpetrators and enablers are at ease, you should reject it. And let's think about this, believers. Before we were delivered, we all were trapped in the lies of the world, one way or the other. And to some extent, all of us agreed with things that were against our own long-term well-being. Pagan Christianity, or the Catholic system, or what they call mainstream Christianity, is the number one thing you had to be delivered from. Because mainstream Christianity, or the Catholic system, or pagan Christianity, however you want to call it, is telling you that you have to be a polite victim. The society isn't bothered by stuff. There are people out there with sadistic urges and they're about to explode, and you are told, as what I say, a Christian, that you have to bend over, allow yourself to be victimized, turn the other cheek. They abuse the part of scripture, turn the other cheek, allow yourself to be victimized, and don't complain about being victimized, and don't let others be bothered by your wounds or how you're affected mentally. And when you do that, and take all the charge on yourself and leave society and the community off the hook, then you are a good Christian. That's what pagan Christianity is telling you. And I haven't seen many people coming out and pointing this out about pagan Christianity. I call it pagan Christianity for what it is, because it is pagan. Others don't call it pagan Christianity. They just call it Christianity, but it's pagan Christianity because it's not biblical. It's not even Christ-centered. So look, every teaching or every philosophy that tells you that you are your own God, that you have to take matters all in your own hands, that's Luciferian garbage. But also every philosophy or every movement that tells you that you need to become the doormat of the world so that everyone else is at ease, you should throw it away immediately. Throw it away. Just throw it away. So, if you're still invested in pagan Christianity, you really need help by now. Because I've been preaching and teaching against pagan Christianity for years. Was it for now? Keep on agreeing with Christ and be at peace.